accelerated like that? What the fuck?
Pookie Nooker. Correct.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hey, this nigga's about to get this.
Take it to the garage and do some karate. Chop it, chop it, chop it, chop it, sipping
He's running in the
sake.
back of the
Throw a thick
Hold on
bitch
one
on a
second.
Kawasaki. Dropped out of school, now we done rich. Top of the morning, I get sound like some 43 on one. All my niggas wanna do is pop style. Turn my birthday into a lifestyle. I take a deep breath, inhale life a sweet blessed one. Top of the morning, I give the Lord praise. He's the reason for my creativity. It's all grace, the more faith. Fears in my life, the more I walk straight. Difficulties, cause my God is ways. I take a deep breath, inhale life a sweet blessed one. Top of the morning, I give the Lord praise. He's the reason for my creativity. It's all
That nigga get a walker is hard as fuck. Hey, not gonna lie. Looking at that nigga, Jeremiah Love, the way that nigga was moving, I was like, fuck is this nigga? Fuck was can't be something. Ball. That's all you need to do. The ball. And then ball. Martin got a dog on his. Excuse me? Nigga. Excuse me? Why the fuck can running backs get route tech? How did I not see that? Oh nah. Just go uh what's
Mm.
I will be Jackson or trade for him. Right now. Their versus is not one of the Browns. That nigga still is not up to ever put up. Damn, that nigga Pollard got a ball easy now too.
Bro, what just happened? And like four teams just ran down.
I don't understand why the fuck no, that's for sure. Damn, I'm trying to figure out what team I'm on. Okay? I don't know. Superman that you saw the thing too. That fuck. That's that. I'm trying to think. What teams? I think so. Things good. Oh man. What your pop-ups called? Games like sliders. But it kind of didn't leave me the options but to take this nigga. Okay. Damn, all the QBs gone? Damn.
I'm so tired of this damn formation. I need 2K to hurry up and drop it.
You should have told us, bro. You told us this at 3 o'clock, man. Please, get on with that shit. About to say half the day already fucking over.
How do you go to sleep here around 6? Like 2 weeks. Where do you go to sleep? I think that,
Yeah.
no, not Dallas Turner. I'm talking about Devontae Wyatt.
Well, a bunch of them with superstars.
That was kind of undrafted. But, oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, what happened? What did you do? Oh, you popped the balloon? That's what it was.
Nigga has the fucking shortest wide receiver flat I've ever seen on this game, bro. Niggas taking forever to fucking get to him. Like, I guess. Bro,
Oh,
I guess, bro. I'm not starting this shit again. He didn't jump, gang.
End zone for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's McClain. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Sets his feet. It's Brewer. Way off target there.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it in that play.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Booster. Sweep.
Snaps it, and he has to have it. He rifles one deep to the left. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. This offense has it with really good field position. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for running room. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard trot. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown your direction.
To the air, it's Brewer. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Changing the routes with his receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. The Aztecs call their first timeout. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Casper. Makes the catch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! Oh, that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and
comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Leaves it with the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Looking left. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They just keep firing. This time it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Aztecs moving quickly to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aztecs! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point was good. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They're all over him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They knock him down right there. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Selling the fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls.
This nigga Cam.
Going to be a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous, wait just a second, they're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback changing the play.
Sweep.
Needs it here on 4th down. On the move at the 30. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fires the pass, intercepted.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's James. Could not make his way to the corner. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. It's complete to the right. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Looking down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. Took it all the way back to the house. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. From deep, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. First play of this drive. Fires to the middle. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
It's Reynolds. Bought a little time, lets it go. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was in that last one.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver.
Go, go.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snags it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the 1st quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the 2nd. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found the rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another. And right now, they are playing with tons of confidence.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's Reynolds. Here comes the heat. And as he throws, can't hold on in the face of the contact.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
The corner route is a very difficult route to cover. It's difficult because the receiver pushes up the field, so it looks like a deep route and then breaks really quickly to the sideline.
Sweep, sweep. Q.
Motion from the wideout.
Return. Ready, go.
Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 12 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one.
And it's the home squad, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the 2nd half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Comes down, it's Casper. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guy. To the air, it's Brewer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'll move the wide receiver.
Go!
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to take off. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field.
Hey, take it. 14-24 plus. 14-24 plus. Ready, go!
The give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. Got some room into the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Nobody up to add another. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Right side, it's Ford. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Drops back on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Myers on the move. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Follows his block. It's Osborne.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Making the adjustment. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, Oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Out wide left, it's Wilson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to pass. It's Reynolds. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Aztecs headed quickly to the line.
Booster. Ready, go.
2nd down to the air. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Gotta make the play on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Pulls it on the option. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. Midway point of the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down.
95-96, break. 95-96, my 47. Ready, go.
On the ground, it's Osborne. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Out wide right, it's Mays. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Brewer. Look out! And down he goes. Fresno State right back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Fresno State! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down. Snapped it, he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Fires left. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field.
Booster! Sweep, sweep! Q! Ready, go!
Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Throws for the tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Right side, it's James. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Freeze! Go!
Snapped on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And they do it again. They are masters of four-down territory all over the field.
Well, we've seen it over and over again on this drive, where he's critical down in distances, and these players are making plays.
The Sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Hydro. Squid. Where did he go?
Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Turns it upfield.
It's always interesting how people handle late games. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it. But some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rush is on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what does that mean?
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Black 88. Where'd he go?
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting.
Snags it, and he's open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. He got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Fresno State right back to the line.
Booster. Sweep. Jet.
I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Looking to get it in. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You pray for the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
I needed it! Let's go, man. Let's go Bulldogs in the chat. Let's go Bulldogs.